Martin Zubimendi is the latest Arsenal player to join a growing list of withdrawals from international duty this week due to injury. The Spaniard featured for Spain in their 3-0 friendly win over Serbia on Friday, replacing Manchester City's Rodri for the final 13 minutes at the Estadio de la Ceramica. However, it has now been confirmed that the Arsenal midfielder will miss Spain's clash with Egypt on Tuesday, with the 27-year-old withdrawing from Luis de la Fuente's squad. Martin Zubimendi has withdrawn from the Spanish national team camp due to discomfort in his right knee, a statement read. To avoid any risk and to protect the player's health, he has been removed from the squad. Arsenal FC's medical staff have been informed of the situation. Zubimendi is the 11th Arsenal player to pull out of international duty ahead of the crucial Premier League title run-in. Earlier on Saturday, it was confirmed that Piero Hincapié had withdrawn from the Ecuador squad. The 24-year-old defender played 72 minutes in their game against Morocco on Friday. Although the nature of his injury was not disclosed, Hincapié will return to his club to begin his recovery. Captain Martin Odegaard was the first player to withdraw from his national team this March break, with the Norway number 10 struggling with a knee problem. Odegaard last appeared on February 22, coming on as a substitute in Arsenal's 4-1 victory over Tottenham. William Saliba, Gabriel, Leandro Trossard and Jurrien Timber also withdrew from their respective national squads without featuring. The four players will instead remain at the club during the international break to continue their treatments, an Arsenal statement read. 4 English players have also pulled out of Thomas Tuchel's camp, including Eberechi Eze, who was replaced by Gunners right-back Ben White, alongside Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice and Noni Madueke. Only White and Madueke took to the pitch in the Three Lions 1-1 friendly draw against Japan, with White opening the scoring and conceding the late penalty that allowed Federico Valverde to equalize in the 94th minute. The biggest concern from this break is perhaps Madueke, who was substituted in the 38th minute by Jared Bowen after a heavy tackle from Rodrigo Aguirre. He was later seen leaving the stadium in a leg brace, with Tuchel admitting he was worried about the 24-year-old. "I am worried, of course," said Tuchel. "Very sad and upset, and hopefully it's not a big injury." Madueke will now be assessed by Arsenal to determine the full extent of the injury. Eze meanwhile is expected to miss a crucial part of the title run-in after sustaining a calf injury in Arsenal's 2-0 win over Bayer Leverkusen earlier this month. His absence was felt in the Carabao Cup final, as the Gunners struggled to create chances in their 2-0 defeat by Man City in the first showpiece of the season, and Daily Mail Sport understands the 27-year-old is expected to be out for between 4 to 6 weeks. Such a layoff would rule Eze out of a critical run of matches as Arsenal look to seal the Premier League title, as well as chasing success in the FA Cup and Champions League. Arteta's side are next in action in the FA Cup quarter-finals against Southampton on April 4, before facing Sporting Lisbon in the same stage of the Champions League. The first leg falls on April 7 in Portugal, 4 days before Arsenal host Bournemouth in the Premier League. Arsenal host the second leg on April 15. Attention will then turn to a potentially decisive clash against Man City at the Etihad on April 19, which Pep Guardiola's side will likely have to win if they are to catch the Gunners. Arsenal are currently 9 points clear of Man City in the title race, albeit their rivals still have a game in hand. The Gunners wrap up the month by hosting Newcastle on April 25.